Morning, Mike.
Good morning, Ron. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
Well, you know me. I've got some exciting news, as I try to always have. Uh,
Yes.
I think today is particularly exciting, to tell you the truth. So I'm launching some new things, fine-tuning the format, uh, and asking for everybody's patience at the same time because I've got some great things going at kind of our entry level that you and I work at. But I'm also invited to go over to Oxford, and my friend Nakul Thomas, actually valedictorian of his Oxford MBA program. So a really super smart guy. Okay, he is my neighbor and friend, and we're going over to learn a strategy because what I want to do is I want to create sustainable individuals, sustainable businesses, sustainable groups, sustainable cities with AI hubs. And so I've got that big picture that I'm working on, but I've got a brand new show format. And what I want to do is I want to break it down like a show and really run it like a story sharing daily show. And Stephanie is here, which is great. Brian, I think will be coming. One of my mouses aren't working great. My mice. So I am going to try to run this like a firm show with a firm format that I think will benefit everybody. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning.
I think you have
Good
met
morning.
Ron.
I don't think so. Or
Oh, you
have
Yeah.
you?
haven't? Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, here's what we're doing. So let me kind of introduce the show first, the new format that I think is really going to super serve everybody in multiple new ways. I'm very, very excited about it. So I'm going to create this as a recording that can be repeated. And so that not only do we get exposure here in the group, but I want to repeat it. I'm thinking at Fridays at 2 p.m. and on Mondays at 2 p.m., where I will share the recording like this. And that also introduces you guys again. And Brian's here, cool. So you get more exposure even when you are not here by introducing the story sharing daily meeting, and then I will be there to play the video and answer people's questions. So I want to keep the format tight. And what I am thinking is that, and I want to share the screen. Good morning, Brian. I am trying to keep on a tight schedule. So I'm introducing the new format, Brian, real quick. And part of that is the greeting meeting part of the show that I will introduce you guys real quick here. But let me share with you kind of the show update. I put some new things on the AI Super Campus site. So let me share it so that, let me bring it up in my Chrome, get it up in the browser. Here it is, so I can find it. Well, let me pull it up this way. Okay, now I think I've got it. Share it. I've been busy working on it. So, okay, so here's what we've got. I want to start each show, and the link to join is right here at the top of the AI Super Campus. So anybody can just click on the link, and that'll bring them right into our meeting. So here's what I'd like to do in the new format. I'm going to be starting because I'm a broadcaster, okay? So I'm going to be starting at 8 a.m. And then the first 15 minutes, I'd like to be a greeting meeting to introduce you guys, and you can chat amongst each other and me and ask, questions too about what we're coaching. Then at 8:15, and every one of these is a link. So if somebody only wants to learn about how to supercharge their story, they can just join at 8:15, not really get introduced, but learn and just be there for the training. Then at 8:30, I want to talk about deployment on Patch. And I'm also supporting Lauren Herpich, and I'm promoting her on Patch as well and her run for Lafayette City Council. And then finally, growth, all about personal and business growth with the Great Discovery Network. I have almost 30 courses, which is about 3 times as many as anybody else on the Great Discovery. So there's an awful lot to learn, and I want to get people signed into the free courses with me so that I can bring all of my coaching and the full gamut of it from A to Z to everybody. And when Brian gets his courses up on the Great Discovery, then I want to be able to promote people like Brian's courses when they are placed on the Great Discovery. And we can use that to get people to sign up for Brian's free course that will introduce his other courses. So that's a little bit about the format. I am going to have to get a co-host that will help me stay on time. And right now I'll be my own co-host and try and set a timer. But that being said, here's the other thing I'd like to do. Now, last time we ended the meeting by saying, come on, join the meeting. But now I would like to start the meeting now that you guys have been here before and know a little bit about it. Kind of introduce yourselves to help me launch the meeting and ask people to join and tell them they can come right now. They can go to the AI Super Campus, and you are introducing yourselves as well. So that being said, let me stop sharing here for a minute and greet you guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. And let's do a little morning greeting meeting for everybody about this meeting. They can always click on the link right below this video wherever they're watching it. So let's go with seniority, and that would be starting with my friend Ron Horry, who's been with me for years. He's been learning all of this stuff, and he's been amazing. And it really is. I learned as much from Ron as he learns from me. Trust me. So.
I don't know about that.
That's just the truth. So anyway, Ron, take it away. Tell us a little bit about the history and why people should join us here.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And Stephanie, good to see you. Brian, good to see you too. So a little bit about the history. Mike has been in media broadcasting, direct response marketing for over 30 years. So he's definitely an expert. He's interviewed people like Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, and he's taken all that experience and distilled it into a system of courses and trainings to help people understand the impact of greeting meetings like this, helping people grow and expand their business and also their personal lives. And he's awesome at finding systems and products and apps for artificial intelligence, AI. So he's combining all of that into a platform to benefit not only communities and businesses, but also us as individuals. So I feel very privileged to be part of the program. And Mike, if you need a co-host, I'd be happy to help with that too.
Okay, well, if I need one or all of you to keep me on time. So I want to keep real firm so I get everything in. So at 8:15, I want to start working on your story. And those can be grown. When I say story, Brian, I'm talking about could be a story about Stephanie's real estate business, could be a story that you grow into a course, Brian. So there's lots of things that we're going to do here. That being said, let's now move over to Stephanie Maroney, who is newer, but I've had a great in-person meeting. And Stephanie is a very, very important part of this story for me because of the way that I met her on Patch, and that the way I connected with her and what her story is. So Stephanie, welcome. And let's talk about that beautiful picture behind you and why you are such a believer and fan of you who have lived in Lafayette, but now you're a believer in what people can do living in Benicia. So you're muted. So if you'll unmute yourself, then you can share your story with us.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I'm Stephanie Maroney. I've been fortunate enough to meet Mike, about a month ago now. And he found me on a patch ad and promoting empty nester life here in beautiful Benicia. And very new to AI and the combination of introducing him to Benicia. He came out and met me with his lovely wife. They got to enjoy this background here is what I look at every day. Houses starting under $1 million on the waterfront. It makes it pretty easy to sell beautiful homes in Benicia. And that sparked Mike's interest. And he sparked the interest in me about AI. I know that's something that is, keep up or get out of the way. And so, although I'm very much an amateur at it, I'm looking forward to, all the learning and education that he's providing me. So it's a match made in heaven. So thank you for finding me, Mike. You've changed my life already.
Amateur today, expert tomorrow. We all start someplace, right? Okay, now
Absolutely.
Let's go to Brian. And Brian, welcome guest. And Brian's got a great story, and Brian had a great greeting meeting with Stephanie, actually. So Brian, tell us about yourself and why you're here, and let's invite people to join us.
I'm here I wanted to educate myself more about the Great Discovery through Mike, but then to drum up business for me to not have to get a day job again. I want to learn how to get an ad on Patch and Next Door Neighbor in my local area to offer concierge caregiving services to seniors, because that way I can earn some income, help some people, but also have time to keep promoting my main business, which is coaching and business training, one through the Great Discovery and then through social media, AI.
Very good. And do you think from your experience, since people will be watching us on YouTube, do you think people would be wise to join us here?
Yes, if you want to learn simple, free, or low-cost ways of promoting your business, helping yourself with just learning the basics of AI, learning about how you can create when we say a course, it doesn't have to be a 10-part series on revolutionizing your business. Your course can be, these are 10 things you need to know about getting a house in this area, if Stephanie was to do that. This is a way to start a podcast to do that. Certainly, Ron could do a 2-part course. This is why FinFit Life is the best life insurance, or FinFit Life is the best program for you to benefit your health and life needs, or whatever the branding would be. And then have that for free to start. And then if you wanted to do more, there's ways to progress from there. But this platform that Mike is providing is the simplest, fastest path to get a page, get on board, get a course, and understand the benefits of the AI in your area.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well
said, my friend. So time to move on.
May I interject? Sorry.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say
real quick, but we got to stay on. So I'm also teaching not only AI but broadcasting, and that means segments and timing. So go ahead, Stephanie.
Yes, I see 8:13. No,
okay. We have to coordinate our clocks because I have 8:15.
Oh, you're right. It is 8:15. My clock on the wall is slow.
Yeah,
really quickly,
our timing. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say it's an unintimidating platform to learn. I was scared and nervous, like, is everybody going to be way ahead of me? And a lot of this is over my head, and it's just so easy to just raise your hand and ask your question. So it's absolutely a beginner level course, to an advanced level, is where I'm hoping to take it. But jump in here because it's a great way to learn quickly.
Thank you for that. I see you guys already getting so tuned in so quickly. So I call it learning by osmosis, and you're learning every day. You're doing such a great job. I applaud you guys. It's not easy. I understand that, but we're all here to help each other, and this is really a beautiful thing. So it's 8 a.m. Now it's time for storytelling, and I want to share with you something that I created this morning, because this is how we use AI to fine-tune your story. Now, I will be posting the 3 different AI bots that I use, and I use what I call the AI super network because I can coordinate different bots that I use to help tell a story, restore a story, refresh a story, regenerate a story, or whatever your business might need until we fine tune it enough that it works and goes in smoothly and is digestible into the mind of the consumer. So there's no better or easier way to do that. And that is from a beginner all the way up to the EMBA programs at Oxford University or Cal or Stanford about creating sustainability at every level, even in yourself, your business, your community, even in your city. So what I did, to Brian's point, is about wanting to get on Patch, is I took what I generated in the in Perplexity, and I'll throw out different names like Claude.ai, Chat GPT. They're really about storytelling, and we're just here to tell our stories. It just happens to be a way to supercharge your business. Now, I posted this. I haven't really fine-tuned it exactly, but this is in Patch. So I'm gonna kind of back up here for a second and go to just patch.com, because you guys, we don't want to get ahead of you. So if you search, and I think Brian may have done it, and I know that Ron has, and Stephanie started there. So if you go to patch.com, what you want to do is you want to find the hyper local news in your community. There's no reason not to want to do it. It's all about your community, and you can select the news you want, so it's not intrusive. You can get a free account, and this is my account. You can write articles, you can promote events, you can promote classified ads, you can promote courses. So what we recommend is that you go here every day, and we want to be here for story sharing daily, every day, almost like an accountability program to get, to have a cup of coffee, learn some news of the day about AI, see what other people in our community are doing, and really kind of help you to tell your story. So you come here, and I want to give you a quick walkthrough. You just simply click on classifieds, and then you click on this button for classifieds. And this is what it opens up. You have two forms of classifieds you can do: either a classified where Brian could sell his course directly in direct response marketing of his course, or he could offer it for free. Now, we can promote our events. You can go to events, and then you can put in the time, the place of the event, hyper locally in your community, or where we are connecting as a collective in multiple communities. And part of the mission of connecting the network is we want to really connect to the top 100 wealthiest communities in America, not for snobbery, but to help democratize access to wealth for everybody. So if you live in a community that doesn't have a lot of wealth around you, let's give you access where you can come online to where the wealth that, and the other thing about working in a wealthy community, you're working with very competent people. That to me is one of the biggest pluses, is to surround yourself all the time with super competent people that are very capable. And when you're around, you raise your game up. You know what I mean? And because think about it, when people are really competent in their small town, and if they're successful or have a successful business, they tend to gravitate toward moving where it's nicer to live, like Stephanie did smartly, and having a great life every day, waking up to that beautiful background. That is how you work and network with smart people. Okay. So that's what we want to do. And plus, she's learning how to improve her beautiful life in Benicia by becoming a super storyteller about houses with the AI Super Campus. Now, the other thing I'm doing, I am saying down here at the bottom that I am a 25-year resident and business owner in Lafayette, and I support Lauren McCabe Herpich for City Council in Lafayette because of her resident communication platform for stakeholders' best interests. I support Lauren, and I think you should too. So yesterday, I posted her Lauren for Lafayette website in my ad. The reason I'm doing that is because we want to get the city leaders to support what we are doing. It just makes sense. Chambers of commerce and everybody else in our city. So, it just makes common sense, and that's part of what we are doing. So now let me go ahead and post this so I can show you the deployment strength. Now I've got to make sure I cover all my bases up here. Today is September 6th, so I can go to post this on September 7th, because I'm doing this 7 days a week, by the way, and I'm doing it gets my day going too. I got to be honest with you. I'm doing it but it really helps me. I spend my morning getting super focused to get ready for these meetings. I updated the super campus with a couple of things like this. We now have our schedule. So everybody is on track with what we're doing, what we want to accomplish, how we want to do it, how we want to make the best use of your time and everybody else's. So let's see if I've covered the bases. All I got to do is hit next. Yep. So that meeting posting was just fine. Now you can do things like Stephanie has done to have a classified ad on Patch in, let me find, go back to Patch here. Yeah, right there. Now, so this is a display ad that Stephanie has done in Benicia, and that again, just to drive it home, that is exactly how we met. So you can do things like that. You can boost the ad. You can also deploy it out to other places, because what I love about deploying from Patch is that it is hyper local news, and so you can tell people that we are in the news, and you can go down to our classified ad section. Now, I've run classified ads every well in newspapers for about 30 years or so. And now this is the ad I ran for Lauren. And so and I sent it to her, and she said, Mike, I want to learn all about posting in Patch. So she said she drops her kids off at 8 a.m. every day, so she can't really be here at 8 a.m. And the process of improvement is that's when I learned and thought of, okay, I need to record these so I can repost them at another time when people can come, even though I'm here 7 days a week. So I want to do like 2 o'clock Pacific time, so that I can promote you guys when they open the recording. They learn about you guys and what we're doing. Even if you're not here, you're busy doing other things. And that's the beauty. When you can learn how to make money and promote yourself while you're doing other things, that's pretty darn powerful. So now we can promote this out. Let me see if I have the right one. I kind of got myself a little crazy here on the deployment, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care what we do, but I'll just go ahead and take the first part here of the ad. Now, again, I teach copy and paste AI. So all you got to learn, all you have to do is learn how to copy and paste, and you can supercharge your business all over the place. You can go out there on Facebook. I can post the first part of the ad right here in Facebook, and now suddenly this is my daily story deployment, and teaching people to go to the AI Super Campus and that we're in the news. And I'm just going to go through this fast to stay on track time-wise for you guys. But this is the beauty of multimedia integration. The reason being is that I don't care what platform you like. Maybe you're in love with Facebook, you hate LinkedIn. Maybe you love LinkedIn and hate Facebook. Or like Brian mentioned, Nextdoor. Whatever your choice is, we're here to support that. We don't care what that choice is. We care about your story, and we care about getting your story out there in an effective way, all with the idea of growth. So let me take 3 minutes, and Ron will help keep us on track to answer any questions that you guys have so far about creating stories and posting them. And then we'll talk about how to use AI to help you tell your story, create your course. Any questions so far, guys?
I have a question. It selfishly applies just to me, but I guess the light bulb just went on. I never even thought to take my actual ad that I'm paying for there, as opposed to the free classifieds, the ad that I'm paying for, and deploy that.
Boost
I haven't done that.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that. There's a million ideas none of us have thought of yet. And I get new ones every single day. Light bulbs go off like crazy, and I learned from you guys. So I'm going to be posting, and I haven't been posting our YouTube videos right inside of the Patch classified ads yet either. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be building, almost like a business model, to help people license the content, the training, so that they can use it independently of me and really become their own expert by putting on their own events, opening them and greeting meetings, greeting people, and go, now let me share this training from Mike Hayes. So you're using my almost 40 years of experience to help you build your community and, connect. So these are things that I'm working on just to keep you guys aware. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now what we want to
I have
do.
one observation, Mike.
Yeah. Go
You know,
right
you
ahead.
talk about the headline is everything. So
Yeah.
if we were just browsing through and I saw the headline, actually, can you put that up again?
Yeah.
The screen share? You
Sure.
know, I might see, or I would see that headline about basically it says storytelling, effective media, but then I might say, well, so what? Just to be totally honest. So what I'm thinking
No,
is,
I get it. I get it. Maybe.
but below it says why you should watch, and I think part of that should be in the headline on what maybe not necessarily story sharing, but talking about community development, business development, which I think would grab people's attention to really want to engage in the content that you're really sharing. That was just my thought.
No, presto change it, okay? Beautiful. That's why I told you guys, I always learn from Ron, okay? So what you really want to do is you want to connect with Ron about your business and with his decades of experience in business and sales training and insurance and everything else. And I'm just saying to point that out. Now, will I be doing headlines about business development later today or tomorrow? Absolutely. So that's why we're here, to learn from each other with instant deployment. Now we can all take Ron's idea as a headline and we are testing them and fine-tuning them, and then we find the one that just supercharges it, and now we focus on constantly deploying it out to other places, making it work in Facebook, LinkedIn, Nextdoor, and on the Great Discovery, etc. So thank you for that, Ron. Great
Actually, quick
contribution.
question, Mike. Is
I'm
there a way
sorry.
you can
Yeah.
tell if somebody clicks on the ad or how many clicks the ad gets?
You get, does it tell you how many clicks does the ad get? I don't think it does that I know, but we can look into that. And that's all part of our collective research that we will all be doing and learning from it, because there's a lot to learn about Patch. As you can see, I've got my link in it, but I don't know about getting analytics yet. They may well have it, but now I have 4 people, not just me, learning about Patch and sharing it. And Stephanie came up with a great idea. Ron came up with a great idea. Brian has great ideas. So this is how, I don't know how we lose. You know what I mean? When we become almost like our own staff to support each other. We're hey guys, you got some ideas to help us, and we're all contributing and we're all growing together. So how much money does that save?
Right. I know on my paid ad, they provide me with analytics, obviously,
Oh, they
but
do.
yeah, they do. But I don't know about the free ones, but just, yeah, I have a ad rep that I can ask and I'll report back.
Okay,
Oh, that's
good.
great.
Now,
Yeah.
good point. Now, that's the other thing we want to do. Patch does have ways of boosting ads, and that is about $75 a month to get into their boosting program, and that may provide analytics. And that's something we can all learn and share and come back and expand. We can also go, I would think we could also do a co-op ad when we get the right story and it's working like crazy. That's when maybe we do a co-op ad with a display ad. So I also believe in supporting what Patch is doing 100%, because they're providing a great try it before you buy it, platform. And this is a place to experiment and get your Patch chops together. And when you're really comfortable, you got the right pitch, then you're ready to boost it or even do a display ad. So, okay, that is that. Now let's move on to the okay. So what I want to do now, let me share, and you guys can remind me if I'm not sharing my screen. Keep me honest here. Okay, so now I'm sharing my screen. And so let me review quickly what I've added. This is the place to come. Always come to the AISupercampus.com. I also have these buttons, but this is really going to be home base that will get you right into the meetings. It'll get you to our calendar of events. You can learn what's where. And if you only want to go here, this will get you right into the meeting. If you only want to learn about deployment, this will get you right into the meeting. And this will get you to my courses on the Great Discovery, which I'll be sharing at 8:45. So this is a form. I would love for you guys to fill in this form and have your friends fill it in so that we can develop a newsletter about AI audibles and chalk talks updates so that people can stay current with podcast listening on YouTube and all the other things we're doing. The reason I teach a talk show format is this is some of the people that I've been working with in talk shows. And I'm really excited. I saw a movie preview yesterday. They're doing a movie on the launch of Saturday Night Live at NBC. That is exactly where I started with NBC, on the 6th floor at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. I knew all of those guys. My girlfriend at that time was the secretary of Lorne Michaels. And so I got to go to all of their Saturday Night Live parties and party with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi and Chevy Chase and all of those guys. But that movie is really going to show you my life at that time of starting with NBC. So I was really excited to see that yesterday. But anyway, that shows you a little bit about my my media background and why I'm creating this talk show format. Now, let's go here. This is a big one. This is part of the story development. And I think I've got two things to share with you here. So let me launch from here. We're on the AI Super Campus. We scroll down to an AI Minute, and we're clicking on this video. And I'm going to share this video right now. And what you are going to see is what I call a modern media miracle. I want to show it right before your eyes. If you like what you see, you can get this app. It's called Gamma, and you can click on the link right below the video. This is I pay $15 a month for this Gamma app that creates the modern miracle of content that I think can super help Brian to get his course done ASAP for the Great Discovery, to put it into functional work. Now, okay, there's a big part of direct response called the wow factor, or seeing is believing, where people look at it and go, wow. I really think people, when they see this, and one of the reasons you want to invite them to story sharing, and to digress for a minute about what Ron said, the reason I call it story sharing daily, I didn't want it to be intimidating or scary for anybody. So like Stephanie mentioned, a little nervous. It's just story sharing. So I think we can figure out what you want to use to help invite people here, but that's why I kind of chose that. I hope it's very inviting. But now let's go to the modern media miracle of course creation. Well, let me start at the very beginning. Very good. Hello, learners, and anyone who wants to be more productive. Welcome to an AI Minute from the AI Super Campus. You are watching before your eyes how we are redefining time from a New York minute down to an AI minute. So this is productivity that you are seeing right before your eyes from Gamma. Get Gamma and get going. Course production, communications, sales. You can accomplish virtually anything you want to accomplish. Now you are watching what can be done in one single minute of your time. This is an AI Minute. This is the productivity of Gamma. And we are helping you to become better communicators, learn about AI, protect yourself in the future, understand what AI can do, and redefine our future. Redefine every moment in your life to save time and make more money. Click the free links below this video. I'm Mike Hayes. Okay, right below the video is the link to Gamma. That is my affiliate program, so I hope you will use that. But you can try it for free. So anyway, that is that. And I want to, there's so much to Gamma. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let me get off this. Okay, go back to the next part. Oh, I know, I got to go back to the Super Campus, to the next course. Okay, this one. Okay, this is, and here I have the link to go back to the Super Campus, but these are the affiliate links that I'm going to be putting in here for you guys. And I will be like the Gamma app and the Great Discovery and things like that, just so you know. That's why I'm trying to put everything in one place. The only thing you have to remember is the AI Super Campus, and that you can go to a course and then you can return to the homepage. So now let me stop share to see if you guys have any questions about, and Brian, I've got to tell you, and I'll just tell you this man to man, we can go more into the actual training on Gamma. Gamma is mind-boggling in multiple ways. The way it is super organized, super intuitive. It's easy to use. You can connect so many different things. You can create PDFs which are perfect for the Great Discovery. You can connect one PDF to another PDF. So you can create one part of the course and then make it what I call a super course, that you have this part of the course and then another part of the course for expansion. You can build out so many things so quickly. It is a beautifully conceptualized platform, and I've been able to connect even with the president, and I love to connect with the presidents of companies. I've connected with the president of Patch. I've connected with the president of Gamma, and it is a beautiful course. There have been 200 million Gammas produced already. They are going strong. They are profitable, and they're going and growing. So I just wanted to give you that kind of heads up, and you can, start your learning at the AI Super Campus. So we've got about 3 minutes to talk about Gamma. Get any clarity that you need on that, and then we'll move into growth. And the growth is going to be all about the Great Discovery and all of the world-class learning you can get from the Great Discovery. And also, even if you want to or know somebody who wants to create an AI ad agency, and as you become more successful, it's so easy to do these days for as little as $39 a month to have your own ad agency, AI ad agency. You may want to have your own AI ad agency, or you may know somebody that, maybe a kid in your family wants to start a business, So anyway, any questions about Gamma?
I have a question, and I don't know if this is a long answer, and if not, if so, we can take it offline. But what is the difference? Because I was just learning with Brian yesterday about Now Site and Gamma, and now your Gamma. Are those both the same? They're both basically video tools, like AI video tools to help you quickly make videos. Are they comparable products?
I don't think so. I know a lot of people use Now Sites. It's one of many, many tools that are out there. I'm very familiar with that. A lot of people use Now Sites. I've never really needed it. That's just me. We're all different. We like different tools. We use different tools in different ways. And there's things that everybody can learn. So I have no issue with, anybody that wants to use. I'm agnostic. If you want to use Now Sites, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to coach it or teach it. It's just not my thing. But what I teach are the things that I know get results. I look at what are winning strategies that I've seen that fit into the big picture of direct response, because I know what it's like to get up to the penthouse. I know what it's like to go floor by floor by floor. There are platforms that have a glass ceiling on your head. They will only take you so far. And so those are ones that I point out and I like to avoid because I look at it kind of like getting through a maze. If you're in a maze and you run into a wall, you're stopped, but you're not dead. Okay, you just hit a wall. So all you have to do, right? All you have to do is turn, okay, and go in this direction. But it's good. That's why AI audibles are there to teach you. Okay, you hit a wall. Now turn. Maybe you went with Now Sites. Now maybe you hit a wall. So now go this way and get around it and move upward. So I have thought this through all the way from the first floor of the high rise all the way up to the penthouse, and I have no blockage that for me. I feel unstoppable personally to get from here all the way up to the penthouse. So that's the way I planned what I teach. I work what I teach, and I use my own systems. And so that's how I learn them and fine tune them and promote them. So does that answer your question?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah, because Gamma will create a website. So you can create anything with Gamma. You can create an actual website. You can get a domain. They make it super easy. And I don't know, like I always said, in the direct response industry where I was known as the network king, and I don't say that other than for a functional reason, because I didn't know everything, but I knew everybody. And that's what I care about is I don't want to know everything about now sites, but if somebody wants to use now sites, maybe I know somebody who knows something about now sites. So, I know what I know. So, and I just like to be transparent about that. What I try and do is take uh because I was earning $1 million a year, but it was costing me $500,000 a year and a staff of 8 to earn $1 million a year and tons and tons and tons of work. So I spent all these decades trying to boil it down into the fastest path to short-term cash flow with the least amount of risk and getting the fastest way to save time and save money. So I boil it down. Everybody can go out and try other things and educate me, or I don't care, but I know what I want to do. And so that being said, now let me go back to the AI Super Campus because I'm a broadcaster. I'm going to operate off time. Okay, so if I have to cut people off, there's always tomorrow. So now let me go back to for different divisions to the Super Campus and share it. Okay. I think I'm sharing. Am I not sharing yet? I'm not. Okay, share. There, now I'm sharing. Okay, so let me do the tour. Now we go to, and I labeled this, it was called market expansion, but the simplest way to understand what happens at 8:45, where we are right now, is growth. So that's easy to understand. It's not technical. It's pretty darn simple. So this is growth with what I call the Great Discovery Network, because I have found that it's not only a platform and it's not only where I host, not only here on the AI Super Campus, but I also host the AI Super Campus on the Great Discovery Network for a lot of reasons. They have a lot of benefits. They have a lot of things that they do that other people don't do or can't do. And so when you click on here, and I'm going to ask people, and this link is hot. I'm going to ask people to sign up for free. This is important, very important, because I want to put a lot of my most important coaching here on the Great Discovery, because there's a lot of things the Great Discovery has that I don't have, but I want to be part of and use it to promote my courses. Now, on the Great Discovery, you can go to My Learning and you can go to Browse Courses and you can learn about all the courses, but these are my courses on the Great Discovery. I have 30 courses already uploaded, and that is about 3 times the number of courses that are on the Great Discovery. So anybody that comes here, I would like them, and I might make it a requirement that within a certain number of days, they really, really, really need to register under me in the Great Discovery for a lot of functional reasons. I'm going to put courses on there. I want to be free to introduce them to our entire team without them missing out on my coaching that I know will help them in the Great Discovery. So I don't want to send them off or they get under somebody else in the Great Discovery that doesn't know how to create courses, doesn't know how to promote the courses, just knows the one thing they know is the Great Discovery, but they don't know a lot of other things like YouTube and all the other things that can be done there. So Ron has already signed up under me in the Great Discovery, and I will be in the future, like I've done so far with some courses on the AI Super Campus. I will be using videos from the Great Discovery. You can see now these are all my courses right here. I have multiple pages of courses on the Great Discovery. These are free courses. So when you register for my courses on the Great Discovery, they're free. But I need you to access them through me, because that's how I can keep the AI Super Campus vision and mission going to connect to the top 100 plus wealthiest communities in America. So I've got a vision. I have to keep it organized like a producer does. And I'm going to stop share so that we can kind of do our little outro invites. But I really realize if you don't keep things organized, it all kind of falls apart. You have to, you can't let things just slide all over the place. This is what I call a thin green line. Now, what that means is that it's thin and it's green. It's green because it's the route to short-term cash flow. You can't do just anything you feel like any time of day and just kind of be haphazard, lackadaisical if you want to make money. You see people doing actions and they go to networking events, which is a fun ritual, but it's not the whole ball game, and it's not the thin green line to get you to where you want to go. You have to do more. Okay. And that's what this is all about, is to do all the things you need to do to get you to where you want to go. Take the elevator to whatever floor you want to go. My floor at NBC was the 6th floor. Okay. I never made it up to the penthouse of NBC, but I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot. So now we're in a new age of media where AI is media. We're going to be talking about it and treating it that way. So I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. I'm going to be posting it on the Super Campus. I'm going to be posting it in the Great Discovery, and I'm going to be hosting other meetings. And so now I'd like you guys to help me with the outro of our show. And I want to point out one TV show that I really noticed is absolutely incredibly brilliant in terms of a format for a show. They got the format down so much. If you watch The Family Feud, I'm your man, Steve Harvey. They've got a format down. He says the exact same words every single day, has new players on that show. That is a TV format that works, and it's been running for decades after decades after decades. So it's very, very important to get a tight format that works and people know what to expect. Okay, in this part of the show, this is what we do. In this part of the show, this is what we do. So if we needed to add another section of the show, we can add it. We can add sections to the Super Campus, Great Discovery. Very, very flexible. So now we're in kind of the greeting. We're going back to the greeting part of the meeting, and this is what we'll do every time we have enough time for, so that I can promote you guys while you're busy doing other things at 2 p.m. And I'm thinking that a logical time may be 2 p.m. on Monday after the speed networking events, or on Friday. Reason being, I want everybody to get connected with me in the Great Discovery and then send you off to our many, many, many Great Discovery team meetings once you are in, and that you will be sent by Mike Hayes. And then when that's important, then you'll get training from part of our team like Alex Hitt, who I help promote his speed networking events, which he now puts on. And I'm happy for that. I go to them and I will invite you to them. And then they do a coaching on the Great Discovery. Speed networking from 12 to 12:30. 12:30 to 1 Great Discovery. So I thought maybe give people a break, give them a rest, and then invite them to come to another meeting like this. Now at that 2 o'clock meeting, I'm not going to be doing it live like this. This is the live meeting to create a new course every day. I'm going to come on like Alex does and say, hi, everybody. I'm going to, introduce you. I play the tape. You guys get introduced, even if you're not there. Then I answer questions at the end of it. That's the plan. That's the format. Make sense? Okay, very cool. So now help me invite people so that we can tell them to click on the link right below that on YouTube. That will have the link to get to here, get to the Super Campus, click on the link at the top. And maybe you can share something you learned today, or that maybe something you learned from Ron, or Ron learned from Stephanie, or from Mike, or from Brian, who had to leave, and that's fine too. So Ron, why don't you lead it off again? Ron is great because he digests stuff, and then he's kind of quiet, a little bit quiet. Okay, that's why I want him to get his story on Ken. But here's Brian talking about Ron. That was great, and so we're giving each other testimonials. So Ron, tell us about what today was like for you.
Well, today, as always, Mike, you're always providing some outstanding content. And sometimes it could be, in a good way, information overload. I think, you know, you're on the leading edge of a strategy that uses AI. It's not just about AI as a tool, but how do you actually use it specifically for business, for solopreneurs, businesses, and communities? And when you recommend a platform like Gamma, and you went through that very quickly, but I saw how you created a narrative text and then click boom, and within 60 seconds, it literally creates a website with all of that content. And so I really admire, you know, how you are out there finding the best of the best in terms of tools and sharing it. And like you said, at no cost. And one good question about your courses, I know you have over 30 courses. Do you recommend a sequence of taking the courses, or people just look at the titles and pick the ones they like?
Good question, Ron. Thank you for that. I'm going to be organizing the sequence. I'm going to be posting the sequence, and that is part of the master plan.
That's great.
So yeah, and I will have the links to those on the AI Super Campus, so you can link to them on the Great Discovery in the proper sequence. But there's so much misinformation. There's so much talk. And I, you know, I have to be direct. Talk is cheap. I hear it all day long. Everybody's pitching this and pitching that. But what about the results? Where's the results? You want to work with a guide who has gotten $1 million a year in actual results and has the video story testimonials from world-class leaders out of their mouth proving it. This is real. This isn't talk. It's about results. It may be tougher to get there than some other ways. And I think I've tried to boil it down to the fastest routes, but and the simplest one and least expensive. But that's why I really have to stick to my guns on the system. I'm creating the exact glide path all the way to take the elevator to the top. So that's the plan. So thank you for that, Ron. Stephanie?
Thank you.
Yeah, just really briefly, just basically if somebody is watching this right now, they have an interest, right? They're intrigued, they're here, they're listening. And again, as a complete beginner, you're in the right place. You're going to learn baby steps every day. The fact that it's, you know, consistent 8 a.m., 7 days a week. I mean, and then the additional recordings that you can go back and watch. This is the place to be. Absolutely. You know, again, unintimidating environment, and click on the link below and just keep going, keep coming back. It's a great group, and we're growing. So come join us.
That should be our mantra. Click on the link below. That's what we want to train people on. That will always be there. And that is your key that will unlock the free AI Super Campus to you. One final thought. I know it's information overload. I totally get that. I designed it to be, and because I want to have a lot, and I want it on recordings. Push pause. You are in control. So when you're watching the video, keep your finger on the pause button. Don't just run through it. Go, oh, wait, yeah, I'm getting overwhelmed. Like Ron said, information overload. That will happen. Push pause. You're in control. Write down a note. Think, relax, get back to it. After you've taken management of it, you've owned it. Get the link on link on Patch. Get the account on Patch. Then go back to it. Get the account on the Great Discovery. Then go back to it. You are in charge all the way, and that's a pretty nice feeling, right? When you feel a sense of real control. And now it is 9 a.m. when most people really start their day. I hope you got energy. I hope you've got things to do. I hope you have launched your day starting right now, and that you will go out and make the most of it. So thanks for being here, guys. And our final words are click on the link below.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great
All right. You too.
Stephanie, nice meeting you.
Bye. You too. Bye, Ron. See you again.
We'll connect you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good one.